It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies. We've been streaming fools for the past 11 weeks as the theaters remain closed. According to the Journal of Positive Psychology, it takes 11 weeks to get over a breakup of a relationship. Huh, that's interesting. Anyhow, directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hey.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, this week on the podcast, we are starting a whole new series. So we're done with our top 10 list. New series.
For now.
For now, yeah. There's always a 10 list to make somewhere. As we get into the summer season, we thought, what the heck? Maybe we'll look at seeing what's out there for web-available film festivals around our great city and everywhere else across the world. So we plan on working through some reviews and some online web streaming from festivals available online from around this fabulous planet of ours. But this week, we're going to do some streaming. We're going to do the lists update. We're going to do film genre favorites, because now we're going to be talking about the Brooklyn Horror Film Festival Shorts Package offering. We're currently online. Then we're going to do Open Rage, Rage or Dare, and then a sad farewell till next week. Let's dance. Streaming. Motherfucking streaming. We're streaming. Bryce.
Streaming.
Well, we got a bit of a jam-packed streaming session this week. We kind of been, not streaming as much stuff, or we've had more different kinds of focus, but we got a bunch of piles from a bunch of different places this week, and I'm super pumped because there's a lot of rage going on through this streaming, and then there's some pretty good stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about Monstrum. That is streaming on Shudder, and yeah. I don't know much to say about this. I mean, you know what? The big thing I have about this film is that its campiness at the beginning, it kind of got me a little distracted. And the political coup, kung fu, plagues, true love, and at last but not least, baby sparkles, commonly known as Monstrum. This could have been the Princess Bride for Korean film, but it wasn't.
They could have taken that route, I guess.
Yeah, but it was Moonstrumming time. Which is basically what it was.
What's Moonstrum? Isn't it Monstrum?
Monstrum, whatever. Monstrum, Moonstrum. This, which is, I didn't know what to expect for this. Was it what I expected? A little bit. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, a little bit. But all in all, it was originally going to be a meh until the end of the film. And then it went into a giant monstrum-like rage. Although I did love the Pilgrim Korean hybrid hats. I think they should have, perhaps this should have streamed on Disney and not on Shudder, because the ending for me just kicked me in the nuts and said, this is not how a film should end.
Well, sir, they lost me when they kind of told the story of how Monstrum came to be. As you mentioned, apparently when it was younger, its name was Little Sparkles because its eyes sparkled. But then it ate plague-infested corpses to survive, which caused it to turn into a monster. They completely lost me at Little Sparkles. I'm sure this movie is entertaining to some, but I found it uneven and tedious. The humor wasn't funny, and the special effects were subpar. Mild rage for this one for me.
Yeah, I mean, I was liking certain parts of it through the film, but it was not for a Shudder audience, man. Like some of the stuff that we see on Shudder,
well, a lot of it was silly.
It was.
I didn't know what they were going for. I didn't get it.
Yeah, no, me neither. It ended up being a rage. So this will come up later in the podcast for sure. But Shudder, come on, people, let's get some better. All right. Well, what else did we see last week?
We saw a white day.
Now, can you pronounce the...
No, I was going to leave that to you.
No, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
The original title?
No, not going to happen either. So, a white day from 2019. It is streaming right now through SIFF at Home, part of the SIFF at Home series. That's Calgary International Film Festival at Home. It's about an off-duty cop who discovers that his recently deceased wife had been having an affair. Lots of stuff going on here. We got themes of isolation, madness, betrayal, obsession, grief, revenge. They're all present here. I like the dynamic of Ingvar Sigurdsson's character.
That's better than I would have done.
I liked his character's relationship to his granddaughter, and actually also the relationship that he kind of had to the house he was renovating. I think.
Yeah.
I thought the house was kind of a key character in this.
It was a bit of a character.
It was kind of a place where he wasn't so crazy. Both these relationships seem to keep him grounded somewhat, but eventually, rage takes over.
Yes, it does.
And he makes some very questionable decisions. I like this movie quite a bit, but it's a solid meh.
Oh, really? You only got to meh for you?
I just got to meh.
Yeah.
Almost his performance.
Yeah.
Almost pushed me over to it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't quite. Having said that, good movie, worth seeing. Meh.
Okay, well, I'll give you my spin on it. First of all, did you happen to mention that this was part of our friends at SIFF?
I did.
Oh, perfect. I just want to remind everybody that because, this is one of our film festival favorites is Calgary International Film Fest or SIFFcalgary.ca. Is that right, Bryce? Sounds about right? Or .com?
Yeah, there's SIFF Calgary, so Calgary International Film Festival Calgary. I still can't wrap my brain around that.
I know. I like it.
But it is SIFFcalgary.ca. CIFF Calgary.ca.
Nice. So, yeah, they keep bringing us some really good original stuff to stream in these troubling times. And here's my take on this one. I thought the direction was amazing.
Oh, it was.
I thought the amount of amazing shots there was just too many to count.
Yeah.
Like even the very beginning part, introducing that
was great.
The actual house in the beginning,
which was kind of a major character.
It was, I know. I love the mix of the cinematography and the direction, how it was done with time-lapse shots and scenic brilliance of Iceland. The director really captured the character descent of the main character in this film. I love the levels of this actor's descent and the way he captured all those layers himself in the relationships and interactions with each person. This was one of the slowest progressions of any film. And maybe this is that's normally your thing. You like slow, boring films. So when I was watching this, I was going like, oh, Bryce is going to be eating this up. And for me, it was like, was I interested along the way? Yeah, sometimes slow progression to me, it doesn't. But although it may have moved slow, I went from a meh to a mondo because of the character. To your point, it was a bit of I had the Bryce. I pulled the Bryce out of my ass and said, it went from a meh to a mondo. It made me really measure my love of that character development. And of course, as you know, character development is such a big thing for me. The rest of the characters, every single character I found in this was actually very well developed. Yeah. And so because of that, because of the character developments, not just from the primary actor, but from everyone, even the peripheral characters, like the guy he kidnaps, we won't say, when he goes into his rage, you got it. You knew everything about this character in probably a few scenes that you get to see about him.
Yeah, no, it was a very competently constructed movie. There's no question.
For me, obviously, when I got to the end and I was doing the measurement of it, originally I was thinking it was probably going to end up being a meh for me too. But as a day or two later after the film,
Oh,
the character was still
still with
seeping
you.
into my pores. And so I just couldn't get the character of him out of my mind. So I said, nah, I've got to give this a mondo. So yeah, everybody should check this film out, A White, White Day.
Cool.
Go to Calgary or go to sifcalgary.com, I think, or CA. And we'll just search SIF Calgary.
sifcalgary.ca.
Yeah, why do I keep getting that wrong? Anyway, yeah, people should at least check it out. All right, well, we also got to see the film Dreamland, which I've been literally waiting to see this for a long, long time. And this is, again, a favorite of Calgary. Bruce McDonald is the director. And he makes... I'm not always a big fan of his films. We talked sort of...
For me, he bats about 500 for me.
Yeah, I find that about the same too.
I never hate them, but,
Yeah, it's true. I never hate one of his films. But this one is probably my favorite film I've ever seen of his.
Wow.
Definitely the most beautifully shot film by him that I've ever seen. Some amazing shots. Stephen McHattie...
McHattie,
thank you. He was brilliant.
Yes.
He captivates the screen. He is beyond mesmerizing in this film.
Yeah. He's always good though. He was in Come to Daddy too, which is one of your big ones.
It is my big film from last movie, and he's in Pontypool, which is another one of Bruce's films that I really like.
Yeah, he's a Bruce staple.
And Thomas Lemarque was brilliant as the Count Vampire. I think
Was he?
Yeah. Also, it had creepy little fuckers in it who dressed like gangsters, and then the part that was a really big surprise actually was the kids as the gangsters. I was like, what? Where did that come? There were so many little things through this. It was just. I didn't find, you read about this online and people are going, this is weird and I don't get it and this is weird. This is what made this film so great for me.
I thought it was a little campy at times.
It was, but I mean, I think that was the intent, right?
Yeah, the tone was one way, then all of a sudden it drifted into something else. So many reverse stereotypes in this movie, with the thugs being hot women and kids. And although a vampire movie, it is so peripheral. It's barely a vampire movie.
Is it a vampire? I know, that's what I mean. So yeah, I mean, I can understand why you are probably going to give this a meh, but to me it was mondo because it had all the things in it that I really like. I had a little bit of campiness, but not overly done. It had a bit of Bruce's sense of humor that can shine through pretty good. And McHattie is by far one of the most brilliant actors of our time.
He's good. I don't know that I'd go that far, but he's a good actor.
He's brilliant.
He's one of the, he's brilliant. I'll give you that.
Good.
Yeah, it was all right.
That's it? That's all we get? It was all right?
It had some good scenes.
But weren't you captivated by the film? You didn't know what was going to happen next.
It was an interesting choice, having Stephen McHattie play two characters in it.
That's
kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't seen someone do a dual role like that. And there's really, it's weird because there's not really a connection between them, but then at the end there is kind of a connection.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
the whole ending to me was so well done too.
Really?
I don't want to give anything away. I just love the whole ending. To me, it was you know what? I like shooting up shit, and I like women who can.
I thought that maybe
kick ass and punch dicks.
It was a little silly at the end.
Yeah, that's kind of why I loved it. So are you just giving it a meh?
I'm just giving it a meh.
Oh, this is
some of it was great, but then it got into just silliness and campiness that I thought this could have been a really good serious movie. I mean the subject matter is deadly serious, and then it got all camp. And it's it doesn't fit for me. So I think you either got to go full blown with the campiness, or you gotta rein it in, and he didn't.
Okay.
So it's weird because it's going along. It's good. And then why? What? So yeah, overall it's a meh.
Okay. Well, I completely understand it. One man, what is that? One man's poison is another man's pudding. I don't know.
Yeah, something about pudding and poison.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I think everybody should get a chance. I think we rented this off Apple, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So take it your own risk, or if you're feeling a little Jimmy this week, pick it up and get some campy vampire little fuckers with women that punch dicks and kick ass. Like it's, there you go.
All right.
So before you talk about this, I just wanted to preface this because this is a film that we've been missing.
This is a key film for us.
This is a very key film, and we may just talk about this for the rest of the podcast. But
I doubt it, but don't know that there's that much to say about this movie to begin with. But
so tell us the whole title.
Okay, so the whole title of this movie is 7 Stages to Achieve Eternal Bliss by Passing Through the Gateway Chosen by the Holy Storsh.
And breath.
That is from 2018 by director Viviano Caldinelli. Or Caldinelli is probably more accurate. I absolutely love the concept of this movie.
Yeah.
The potential was there to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. A couple moves into their dream apartment only to find that a deranged cult performs ritualistic suicides in their bathtub. That's a solid concept.
Yeah.
Cast was excellent. I absolutely adore Kate Micucci.
Yeah, me too.
She's so awesome. Every time I see her, she just kind of just...
Let's hug her and pinch her cheeks.
I know. She's just great. There's definitely some laughs. No question.
Yeah.
Especially the police detective who investigates the suicides, but has also been writing a television pilot. He was so good in it. Oh, Mark McKinney was fantastic. And that's the other thing. You had some great cameos where they just kind of pop up. So a lot of good stuff going on. But kind of for such a good concept with such a good cast, it just seemed to fall a little flat in places. It had the potential. It definitely wasn't a rage. But it's a meh.
Interesting. We kind of got the same. We ended up in the same place because it was a meh for me.
Yeah.
So as you know, Taika Waititi's film. Because he was in it, it already started at an 11 for me. I thought it was going to be the best, and the commercials look fantastic. And we tried forever to find this thing.
Yeah, it was
we couldn't even download it.
I guess we should describe. Yeah, where did we finally get it?
Yeah, we ended up getting off Tubi or Tubby, or I'm assuming it's Tubi.
Tubi. Stop mispronouncing stuff when people were trying to direct people to it.
Tubi. Well, Tubby would be with two B's.
No.
Tubi would be one of these. Is that why?
That's how it is.
Yeah. Okay. Whoever's listening, if you don't know what Tubi/Tubby is, then you're probably not streaming.
There's no /Tubby. It's just Tubi.
Anyway, so yeah,
T-U-B-I.
I just randomly found it on Tubi.
Perfect.
Okay, good. So yeah, I thought, because he's in it, it was going to be an 11. But he's only in it for a total of probably 7 minutes for the whole film.
Yeah, about that.
Maybe 8.
He's very good in all 7 minutes, though.
Yeah. Really? Frau Frobissina? Where's she been hiding for 18 years? What a pleasant surprise to see her in it, too.
There you go.
Right? From Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Sorry, doctor! I love the great... the guests, Maria Bamford, Mark McKinney, Brian
awesome
Coach,
cast.
Like there's so many. Yeah, I loved a lot about this, but so many silly, nutty things. The whole premise was hilarious, but some of the murder suicides were just freaking hilarious.
Absolutely. And that's the whole thing when I'm like thinking about this film. It's like, how did I not love this film more? Because everything you're saying is great.
Yeah, but you know what? All in all, it lost some of its luster. It just kind of slowed down and settled into itself, and it stopped being funny. It was just kind of like, okay, when does this end? But I didn't hate it. It just stayed at a man. It should have been a Mondo.
It should have been.
If it was an hour long, I bet you it would have been a Mondo.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they wouldn't have tried to fit it into 90 minutes.
Yeah.
My favorite line, look on the bright side. Maybe now we can try Winnipeg.
Yes.
That was like, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously we're going to have to talk on their lists, which is obviously coming up very soon.
Yes.
In fact, it's coming right after we talk about this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
So
that's convenient.
So maybe it's a perfect time for us to segue.
Might as well just transition.
We got double mez on this one, which means that he qualifies.
That's what I understand.
All right. Well, the list this week, we got to talk about Taika. because we've now seen his missing film. And I got 2 Mesmerized and a new Undoubted. And Bryce is letting me carry the weight this week because he's still sleepy because of his work schedule.
Yeah, it sucks getting up at 2 a.m.
Ugh, 2 a.m. sucks.
But I'm done with it. I'm back to regular hours.
You'll be
It's
back
gonna be
to
so sweet.
pulling your weight.
Yeah, next week you'll have a bright and chipper Bryce.
Maybe. That could be
I'll
scary.
be bouncing off the walls.
That could be scary, actually.
Instead of the sleepy man that's here today.
So, the whole Taika discussion for our lists, interestingly enough, we had talked about this over the weekend because, flat out simple, most of the stuff that Taika's done is direction.
Yep.
So,
however, he doesn't have enough directing credits as a feature-length director to get there. So, I think in 2 films, he's going to be undoubted
as
twice.
a director.
He's gonna be double undoubted if this goes the way I think it's gonna.
This was a meh for both of us, so he's automatically in.
He's going to be in rarefied air if that happens, because we're going to acknowledge that he's not only undoubted as a, although he does have that Ryan Reynolds thing that's coming out.
I don't know. That could be good. Free guy or whatever.
Yeah, free guy. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But as of now.
Yeah, Taika Waititi is undoubted.
Yeah, because he's got the 2 Mez on the list, and everything else is from Eagle versus Shark all the way to what was last? Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, Jojo Rabbit, which is a super mondo.
There's 6 films in between there, and in between there is Green Lantern, which it's a meh.
Yeah.
And 7 Stages that we just talked about is a meh.
But they're not back to back.
And they're not back to back. And they're not back to back. So he is undoubted as an actor /
director, though.
No,
as both.
He's not undoubted as a director. He's only got 6 credits as a feature film
as a
director.
full director. Yeah.
Yes. So
but he's undoubted. Period. End of sentence. Not as an actor.
No, as an actor.
Has he been in 8 films as an actor back to back?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We just did 8 films.
Oh, I was just talking his films in general. I was just thinking we were doing all his films.
Man, get on the bus, man. I'm pulling away from the station, and you're trying to wave me down.
Well, I am. Usually it's the other way around because you're too tired. But okay, so you're talking about you went through his 8 films.
He has 8 films in a row that are
acting.
So he's only got the 2 Mez. Everything else is undoubted.
Okay, so when his next film comes out,
exactly, he's got 2 more films as a director before he can be undoubted as a director, because he's only directed 6 feature-length films.
That's it? Seems like he's done more.
Yeah, he's done a lot of TV, he's done some of the What We Do in the Shadows television show, and he's done some other little shorts, and he's done a lot of stuff, but he's done 6 feature-length films. I don't know why you're looking it up now.
I'm just re-looking.
Because it's
I trust
true.
you. I trust you.
Apparently you don't.
No, that's not. I was just looking up for what's coming next.
Right?
Yeah,
he's got this Thor thing and
Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah. And something else.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He may come off our list though.
Why is that?
The future is bleak for our buddy Taika Waititi.
What's going on?
In 2024, he will be making the currently untitled Taika Waititi Star Wars film.
Well, why are you nervous about that? Don't you think that if anybody can breathe some fresh air into that, it could be him? And he's not going to. He's got some stroke now, man. They're not going to be telling him what to do.
He can tell them what to do.
After Jojo Rabbit and all the Academy Award
and Thor.
Well, yeah, no, but the Jojo Rabbit put him over the top with all the nominations and all the recognition. He's writing his own ticket now. He says jump. They say how high. Nobody's editing Taika. Nobody's telling Taika what to do now. Taika's his own man now. He's a made man.
King Taika.
Yeah. So I don't think we have to worry about Star Wars. Directed by Taika Waititi is going to be frickin' Mondo.
Yeah, it could be Rogue One. Could be Rogue One.
It's not going to be Solo.
Yeah, it's certainly not going to be Solo. Yeah, that's a given. All right, well, I've got some interesting... So I'm just basically going to bring out 2 people that were actually... I've got so many Mesmerized. I might throw another one in for you as well.
Just... Lay it whatever you're feeling. Just
because we've talked about this. So my first one's going to be Isabelle Huppert, which we've already talked about
as Mesmerized.
Yeah, as Mesmerized.
because you really didn't like that last.
No, that was a hard rage. She could never be on the list for
like
8 more films.
There's a lot of walking.
That was I don't even want to go into how terrible that film was.
It had some strange
because
direction.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's so terrible.
Okay, well, I guess we won't even tell the title. I don't even remember what it was called.
It was called Hell in My Eyes.
No, that's not what it was called. That is incorrect.
It's not the name of the film. But just look at Isabelle Hubert's films.
That actually sounds like a good movie, though. Hell is in My Eyes.
Yeah, that could be a good movie, but that movie wasn't. So, is she mesmerizing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course she is. If she's not, you're a moron. Okay, so the other one I'm adding 3 actually in total for Mesmerized.
Holy crap.
Because I've got a list of 10.
We're going to have to have a separate website just for our Mesmerized list.
We could. So obviously, Stephen McHattie, I'm adding as Mesmerized.
Yeah, I'll go with that for
All
sure.
right, attaboy. And last but not least, who is also in that movie, but a very small amount. You're not giving Juliette Lewis mesmerizing?
Nay.
What?
Annoying, maybe.
Yes, she is annoying a lot of times.
She doesn't mesmerize me at all.
Okay. Well,
so, I'm sorry, but she's not.
You're not going to give it to her.
No.
I think she does steal the scream from her annoyingness.
I think she's been good in a lot of stuff, and she's been annoying in a lot of stuff, and I wasn't mesmerized in any way. I was
by
just
her
annoyed.
annoyance?
No, it's like...
I understand why you're saying no.
Yes.
I'm not arguing with it. I'm just saying her annoyingness is also mesmerizing to me because I like seeing annoying people in their film, and then, of course, I can't stop looking at her because she's annoying. But understood. She gets off. Okay, so for who I'm bringing forward for Undoubted this week.
Undoubted.
Yeah, I've got.
Okay.
And I just watched. I've just watched. So there's a few films we've got to see. Maybe you've seen them, but I haven't. But I did watch Hotel Mumbai.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Was it a Mondo for you?
Yes.
Okay, it was Mondo for me too. So I'm putting Dev Patel forward as Undoubted.
That is an interesting... I'm going over it in my head right now, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe. Okay, let's lay it on me.
2014 was The Road Within. I haven't seen it.
The Road Within, I also have not seen.
Okay, so that's got a question mark. The next one is the second best Exotic Marigold Hotel, which was a meh.
That was a Mondo for me.
Okay, so still...
Oh, sorry, that was the second best?
Yes.
Meh, sorry.
Okay.
The first one was Mondo.
Yes, because the first one was before. Yes.
Yeah, the sequel was not so good.
Okay, so
it wasn't a rage, so yeah, meh.
The next one could be off based on this if you gave it a meh, because I gave it a Mondo, which is Chappie from 2015.
Oh, Chappie. I'm sorry. Chappie was meh.
It was a Mondo. It's so good. It had Diane Antwoord in it. It was so good. Hugh Jackman was in it.
I know he was. It was all right. I didn't hate it, but it was definitely not.
That's sad because... Okay,
let's them off real quick because now I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
If that's what did it, I'll kind of feel bad.
You might have to watch it again because Chappie is a great movie.
Chappie, I remember Chappie, and Chappie was okay.
Well, maybe with new eyes. So 2015 was The Man Who Knew Infinity, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, I actually really liked that.
Okay.
I gave it a Mondo.
And then 2015 is Lion, which is Mondo. Hotel Mumbai, we just talked about, with Mondo. The Wedding Guest, I didn't see it.
I also didn't see it.
And then the last one was the Personal History of David Copperfield, which I haven't seen, which came out last year. Yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on his list, but I find him amazing, and I find he makes some great choices.
He's absolutely amazing.
So
he has made some great choices, but
I can't believe you did not like. I can't believe that you didn't like Chappie that much.
Chappie's a meh.
Well, I guess the good thing for him is he's still pretty young, and
he's got tons of time.
And if you got 2 mehs back there, so after he makes 2 more movies, he's got Chappie at the meh for you. Then we just have to see some more of his films. Yeah, it's worth. He's worth investing time in.
Give him 10 years. He might make the Mesmerized list in 10 years, but right now, no, he couldn't make that list either for me.
He's not mesmerized. He's a great actor, and Hotel Mumbai, I was like blown away by his acting in that movie.
No, he's good.
So what I'm saying for me, because I haven't seen 4 of those films, I can't.
The whole thing is, as soon as he starts putting out a few more, about those first 2 were first on the list, so they're going to drop off. So the potential's there still. We can. We can revisit.
Yeah,
it.
I mean, for all we know, he could make 3 movies in one year. And we
Yeah,
see them
like
all.
bang,
and
bang, bang, they're all Mondo, and he's on.
He's back on.
You never know.
All right. Well, Dev, I'm sorry, buddy. You're on our backup list for now until we'll keep bringing you out once we see that. I'm going to secretly start watching all those films of his, though.
Before you go on, I just really want to touch upon the fact that voice only on Taika Waititi does not count. That's
Right.
why Thor Ragnarok does not count, because
His acting in it. Okay,
that's
gotcha.
just voice only. So you can't include that one. So that's why if someone's like doing the math and going, no, they're the Thor Ragnarok and he was a voice. And no, the voice only does not count.
Good reminder there, buddy. Which I still think is wrong, but I was outvoted, so that's the way it is.
That's the way it goes.
That's how it goes. Okay, so Taika is on for actor, soon potentially on for director with one more film, I think.
2 more films.
2, is it 2? Okay.
It's 2. He's had 6.
Okay, good. And they were all Mondo, so it's...
Yeah, that's the whole thing. He's 6 Mondos in a row. So assuming Star Wars is, Rogue One and not Solo, we're in good shape.
Well, that one's not coming out till 2024. He's got like a list.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at in development right now.
Well, that's the whole thing.
IMDb,
He's the hottest thing in Hollywood.
yeah.
They all want a piece.
Who
They're
doesn't want
please,
a beautiful little piece of Taika?
Work for us, Taika.
Just us. Don't anybody else. Ever.
Yes.
All right, so then we got Stephen McHattie's on, and who else did we add? Oh, Isabelle Huppert.
Yeah. No brainer.
Perfect. That was a good week, buddy. It was good.
Indeed.
Indeedly do. All right, well, what do we got? What's up next, buddy? Spooky times. Spooky times.
So we had the Brooklyn Horror Film Festival shorts going on this week.
Yeah. So I actually broke down each one, what they're doing, what they're not. I think you just gave some ratings in your head because your wrists were too tired to write stuff down, which sometimes happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just this package, because we're sort of starting our festival season with streaming, and I picked this one up. Actually, a friend of ours sent us this to say, hey, check this out. It piqued our interest because A, it's from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's cool.
B, it's horror.
Horror's cool.
Yeah, and often shorts are also cool.
Shorts are cool.
But this one, this was not a great list for me. I'm thinking. So originally, I thought it was going to be from their 2019 season, or potentially from maybe this season that got canceled. But this is like a collab. There's a bunch of stuff on there. There's 2019, 2018's on here.
It's all over the place.
2016, 2017. So it's a collection. So right away, I'm going to say, Brooklyn, come on, buddy. Like, who put this list together? Because
that's the whole thing. If you're going over that period of time,
there's got to be a shitload of great films.
You should be able to come up with a better package than this.
Like,
if you're spanning 4 or 5 years, in 4 or 5 years, you should be able to come up with 6 or 7 shorts that are going to blow the doors
blow
off.
our motherfucking minds. And I've seen, like, this is not my Jim's wearing his bragging hat, but I watch a shitload of shorts because I do previewing for a bunch of festivals. So I could have made a list that's better than this on things I saw last week. But be it as it may, potentially maybe our friends were handcuffed from Brooklyn Horror Fest.
Who knows?
But here's the breakdown. So the very first short is The Muffin Man from 2019.
Yeah.
It's directed by Ethan Bloom.
It's fun.
And commercial? Question mark. Is this a movie? No. Is it a trailer? Yes. Do I want to see this movie when it's made? Yes.
But
do I
it's
want
not
to
a
see
movie.
this? Do I want to see this trailer ever again? No.
I'd like to see it again.
Think the original commercials for McHattie in Planet Terror.
Yeah, that was a good short too.
Yeah, it was not. These are not short. I liked some of the practical effects. The comedy was horribly bad funny, but because I don't consider this a movie, it is a trailer. It is a hard rage for me.
I had a lot of fun.
I did too.
Mondo.
I had a lot of fun, but I cannot rate you as a movie. If I'm rating you as a movie, it's a hard rage.
I'm going to rate you as a movie and give you a Mondo.
Okay, well then you're never going to see the original movie. You're just seeing a trailer that you don't even know what happens in the movie.
There is no trailer. That's the short.
Okay.
That's the whole movie. It's a trailer short
about a muffin man. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mondo!
We have some differencing of opinion here, people, but
I just like to say that the Muffin Man was Mondo.
And I would say the commercial for the movie The Muffin Man was pretty good.
No, that was the movie.
No, it was a commercial.
Mondo.
Okay, 42 Counts, which is from 2018, directed by Jill, and I'm going to screw this name up, Geveranzian?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the name.
Something like that. I had a few continuity issues. I tried to stay with the idea. I wasn't sure how the room tied in with the guy who tied into the girls. Was it a commercial for self-care? Is it based on a true story? It had potential. The story idea could have been really good, but all in all, it just made me rage. It got to the climax in what should have been the climax of the show, and it was basically a PSA. It's always a hard rage for me. I'm like, okay, so if you're a woman living in a apartment, you should check the basement. Is this? I don't know. It was based on a true. It was just
based on a true story, and that's why I'm reluctant to rage on it. But now that you're reminding me of what I actually watched, which I had kind of forgotten what it was.
Easily forgettable.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
The story could have been great. Like if they made it an actual short movie instead of a PSA. Again, right off the bat for me, trailer, PSA. I'm already in a bad mood because I'm expecting short films.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna rage on that one too.
Attaboy.
That one sucked.
Jump on the wagon. El Cucho is Hungry.
El Cucho is hungry.
2018, directed by Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
It had a creepy little fucker in it, so I got interested super fast. Story is as old as time. A monster under my bed or a monster in my closet.
Right.
Had its own spin, I guess. I felt it was. After watching two films that I can loosely say were films that made me rage, I was needing something to give me a lot more punch, and this just got to meh for me.
Yeah, it was meh.
Yeah. It had so much potential.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I guess here's a thing. I get really tired of the same script idea. And if you're going to redo an old favorite of Monster in the Closet, Monster in My Bed, it better be motherfucking great.
Yeah, I know. There was no originality here whatsoever.
It was just like every other Monster in the Closet, Monster in the bedroom, Monster in the Kid. Yeah.
Same old.
Give me something juicy.
Yeah.
Then it came Tilly from 2016, directed by Rob Kotecki. Started off kind of not too great with the dialogue feeling a bit forced. But then it kept unraveling, and I ended up actually really enjoying this one. I didn't love it, but I did not expect all the turns for a short, and pretty satisfying ending. Can't give it a Mondo because I didn't think it was full. But it gets a high meh for me.
Help me out here. What was this one?
This one.
Just a brief sort of.
Okay, just give me a sec because I forgot now too. But I know the thing. Actually, it's funny because I actually remember really liking the short, like a young girl and her father discover the real monster in her bedroom. So another
monster. Yeah, I thought they were back-to-back ones. Like, why would you put those back-to-back? Tilly and El Cucho is Hungry. I
don't know.
Because neither of them were special.
Yeah, so, but I like this one better than the other one.
Yeah, I guess it was meh.
Yeah. Anyway, monsters,
cool.
Get it.
Yeah, I think I remember the next one.
Yeah, the next one is Frederick Remembers.
That's the next one.
Yeah, from 2017 by Stephen Russell. German Nazi fun or not? Had potential, but it just came off being slow and not that interesting. It got to rage for me.
It got to rage? Yeah, that was meh.
Well, there you go.
It didn't do a lot for me.
I couldn't. I
didn't hate it.
I couldn't stay focused on the plot, to be quite honest. Yeah. I had to rewatch it 2 or 3 times because I would start watching it and I'm like, I'm either falling asleep or I'd rather play with my phone, Tetris or something.
Wow.
I was just
it wasn't that bad.
Like, I don't know the theme song for Tetris anymore, but it's something like Anyway, I don't know. It didn't have enough punch for a horror for me. Then a Mother of Monsters, 2017. Julia DePaula.
I remember this one.
Yay. Rando choppy for me. Had potential, but it wasn't fleshed out enough.
That was the whole thing. It wasn't fleshed out. And honestly, it was really, really well shot. I mean,
yes.
It looked great.
Yep.
Like, it really looked good, but
visually, it was great.
Yeah, visually it was great, but
it just didn't come together.
No.
Here's the thing with shorts I find, and I know you're not. I mean, you like all forms of film, but shorts are probably one of your least favorite because you do like things to be long and drawn out and boring, and shorts have to.
That's my bag. Drawn out and boring.
Drawn out and boring, and lots of walking.
Love walking.
But with shorts, this is my advice to any director who's making shorts out there. Is you've got to have a complete package in your short, that it has a beginning, middle, and an end, and that it ties up the story and develops the characters enough for us to fall in love with them, hate them, have some sort of emotional attachment. Otherwise, it's just you might as well make the full movie, because that can sometimes kill a short right there, because they haven't developed either the plot, the story, or the character, and because they've only have enough money or budget or whatever to do the short, it just doesn't get fully drawn out the way it needs to be. And it's unfortunate, because some of these films, I think if we get to see the full film of A Mother of Monsters, I think this would be a really good film. So Julia DePaula, I hope you start making some more stuff, and I look forward to seeing a feature from you for sure.
Yeah, potential's there.
The one that I think you really liked, this one was maybe your only Mondo for the package.
No, the Muffin
Circle.
Man was Mondo.
Oh, the fucking Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man, Mondo.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I do.
Oh, I don't want to know the Muffin Man. Circle, 2017. Martin Melnick. Simple premise. Seen similar plots for before. Very basic PVs, which for me is production values. I liked how it strings you along and leaves things in your imagination.
There's a lot of that. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm on the border of this. It was a very high meh for me. It was definitely my second favorite of the package.
Yeah, the more I thought about this afterwards, is like it was a meh for me originally, but I'm like,
you're feeling generous today.
I'm feeling generous. I could give it a Mondo.
You did had a boy.
I actually really like the two characters as well. Actually I liked the lady, the dude in there. I wasn't overly thrilled with. I thought they could have got a better actor, but
yeah, and you know what? It's interesting. I've seen this similar plot a few times in shorts. Yeah. So to me, it was like I couldn't give it the Mondo because I'd seen other versions of it, of a similar story. Not obviously the same movie. Obviously everyone's original, but I've seen a similar plot to this.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I'm glad. Maybe didn't get to see all those ones that I saw that was similar to that. But yeah, good work, Martin Melnick. I think you're my number 2 guy on this, or person, I should say. From this package. For me, the best one was saved to last, was Fell, 2017. Holly Voges, In the Skin of an Animal. Starts off good because it's got creepy little fuckers in it. So right away I'm like,
who cares?
I'm tied in. It was a Mondo for me. I liked it. I thought it had a nice little creep factor to it. Who doesn't like creepy little fuckers and animal skins everywhere?
I don't like that either.
Well, apparently not. This was a Mondo for me. I really enjoyed it.
This was a solid meh.
With a bullet. It's done. Well, that's it for our quick review of the Brooklyn Horror Film Festival Shorts Package. So yeah, we want to see more of these, so we'll be checking it out. Listen, this is going to be a regular spot for us for a bit because there's a bunch of festivals coming, and be prepared.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right, well, this week, thanks to our friends from Shudder and having to watch the fucking terrible movie Monstrum from 2018, my rage this week is Shudder. Period. End of sentence. What the fuck, Shudder? Come on. Start funding or putting on some great films. You have some of the best international content anywhere of any streaming service. that you find, things like Old Boy or Tigers Are Not Afraid, or you almost have all the best Argento films on there. But you cannot stop bringing new stuff that is crapola, like Monstrum or Satanic Panic or The Room.
Satanic Panic was so god awful.
I know you hated it.
And The Room, oh my god, we did those back-to-back weeks, and I was like, this is awful.
What do you like? Yeah,
I wanted Shudder Originals to be so like I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah, because Shudder's I think owned by AMC, right? The TV place, network, whatever you want to call it.
The TV place.
Some place. We don't do TV, so whatever. But, and AMC's got some amazing television programs like The Walking Dead and some, just some really, really original, great.
I watched episode 1 of The Walking Dead.
There you go. What'd you think?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any more of it.
That's interesting, though.
Because usually I watch one and that's it. But for some reason.
And there's like 12 seasons now, buddy. Yeah. So that would be like a month for you.
At one point, I had like the first 6 seasons on Blu-ray. And now I don't even have those. I don't know where they went.
Well, you have Netflix, so you have them all anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't want to tell you that. You got other things to stream in the next little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, to my point is that it's not like they don't understand horror.
No.
They have a great collection of stuff that you can't see anywhere.
Yeah.
And bringing out some of the Joe Bob Briggs drive-in movie stuff.
Right.
That stuff's great. They got like great movies packaged in there. But it seems like it's almost, I don't want to say it aloud because some of those ones I didn't hate as much as you. They were meh and they were maybe low mehs, but I kind of want
awful stuff.
I can't debate you on that because I'm expecting so much more from a horror streaming service. Start putting stuff out, and they were going off of film festivals and putting out stuff that had come out of film festivals that are some really good. Like, why did they not pick up something like Come to Daddy or something like that? Like, they could have picked that up. Obviously, it's competition to now pick up these good films, right? Come to Daddy's just still coming out now on Apple and stuff like that. I just bought it. It was great.
You do love Come to Daddy.
I do. It's probably my favorite horror movie in a long, long, long time.
Yes, Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, my so sexy creep crush.
And our boy McHattie.
Yeah, he's in it too.
He is. He's mesmerized.
He's mesmerizing in that movie, in every movie for that matter. Actually, yeah, Elijah Wood is also mesmerizing and everything. I'm not sure if he's on. Oh, he might even be on our list.
I don't know. We'll have to look.
Yeah, we'll have to look. We can't know everything. We can't remember yesterday, let alone.
There's like a lot of names on that list now.
Yeah, which is good.
Not so many on the Undoubted though, which is also good.
Yeah, I've got a list of about 6 in the waiting though, buddy. Some of them are going to make it.
You think so, do you?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pass the baton now. So Shudder is my rage this week. What is your rage this week? You like to surprise me.
Well, my rage is actually also Shudder, but for a different reason. I'm just going to briefly read the email that I sent Shudder. It will not let me watch anything, even though I am logged in on my computer. It kicks me into options for monthly and yearly memberships. And then I put in all caps, I already have a yearly membership. On my Fire Stick, it will not even let me log in. It just kicks me to the new membership screen. What am I paying for? This has been an ongoing occurrence. Last time you had me reset my password, and that temporarily worked on my computer, but not on my Fire Stick. Now, once again, nothing works. This has been extremely frustrating. So that's what I sent them. To which they said...
Screw you, buddy.
They said, Dear valued subscriber. That's fantastic.
My favorite name.
I'm a valued subscriber.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shudder.
Thanks for your money.
Thank you for contacting Shudder with an exclamation point. So it's actually, thank you for contacting Shudder.
Or Shudder.
I don't know what it is. So anyways, so sorry for the continued trouble with your Shudder membership. Oh, it's got an exclamation point after membership again, so sorry. So sorry for the continued trouble with your Shudder membership! With our recent app update, we've changed systems to improve performance and reliability. That's fantastic.
Was there an exclamation point?
There wasn't there. I was hoping there would be.
Question mark?
Yeah, that's where that should be. For a small number of Shudder members, our old system was unable to export complete subscription information. Unfortunately, your subscription appears to be one of those.
Wah, wah.
We suggest, and this is where it's great because it all comes back to me. I have to do all sorts of crap, apparently. We suggest that you cancel your subscription via your app store and sign back up directly on our website in a browser at www.shudder.com. We can then add credit for the remainder of your paid for I can't even get subscription.
Thank you.
And for any lost time, of course, because there's an exclamation point after.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why do they have so many exclamation points. It's really just
because they're really excited.
I guess so. If you can provide, and this is where it's like, well, really?
Don't you have my information?
If you can provide screenshots showing you were billed and inform us of how long you have been unable to stream, it will assist in getting the credit applied to your account. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah, okay, so here, first of all, you can't get screenshots of past incidences. How about you just give me my whole fucking membership for free?
Best wishes, the Shudder team. I literally have gone on to Shudder, I don't know, 10 or 12 times in the last month and a half, 2 months. Just thinking, okay, maybe I put something in wrong. Maybe I tried something wrong. Tried it on my tablet. I tried it on my Fire Stick. I tried it on my computer. And I'm going through this, entering my codes in multiple times, thinking, okay, maybe I put something wrong. Try it again. I've literally probably, and this is no exaggeration, in the last month and a half, 2 months, I've probably been on that bloody page for a good 2.5 hours total.
Of your life.
Yeah. And at which point, it kicks me into this, join Shudder get 7 days free. No, I don't want 7 days free because I've already paid for a year. So what the bleep? And then I get this crap email that's saying that I got to jump through more hoops just to get some money back and continue with. I am at my wit's end right now. I don't even know what I want to do. Part of me wants to just cancel it all, and if they give me money back, fine, and if they don't, whatever. But I still want to stream stuff on Shudder, so I don't.
I will share my password with you. Because I have X amount of devices, and you can just log in as me.
Because I am just.
I know that's not what Shudder wants us to hear because I like giving money to Shudder, but come on.
I've already given them money.
I know.
And I got like 2 months. I got like 2 months out of them, and then it just went to crap. Because they updated their system, and apparently, for some reason, the information didn't. I don't know. What did they say again?
It was a select few people.
Yeah, select few. I'm one of those fortunate few.
And so they can't, within their IT group, figure out how to help those select few?
That's the whole thing. Like, what kind of Mickey Mouse organization are you? Come on, Shudder.
Yeah. Get off the pot.
Yeah, so I'm pretty frustrated with them. Sorry, Shudder. I really want to support you and like you, but you just, what the heck?
You're making it hard.
All right, anyways, that's my rage.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
This week on Rage or Dare, Bryce will choose Rage or Dare. But before that, last week on the lists, our fantastic guest, George, from Best Little Horror House in Philly, dared the two of us to see Love on a Leash from 2011 with an outstanding average IMDb rating of 9.2. The crew was astonished that George would challenge them to see this gem. Let's tune in and see what Bryce thinks of this cinematic masterpiece that holds an IMDb rating along with these great films like The Godfather, Shawshank Redemption, and Pulp Fiction, all of which have an average rating of 9.2. Let's check in with Bryce and see what he has to tell us.
So when you're watching this film, you got to decide, okay, is this so bad that it's, entertaining me, or is it just so bad that it's just so bad? And while it had some lines in it, like, you pay the rent and I'll sniff my butt. And, I'm sorry you're involved with a man that doesn't even have a birth certificate. I don't know what that means. And I did learn something. I learned that exciting sex will make you have excellent kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, it was so bad it's bad. I realize that IMDb, that everybody was getting on the bandwagon and just trying to mess with it and up the rating, and that's funny in itself. And I'm very if you have a chance, don't watch the movie. Just go to IMDb, read the reviews. The reviews are hilarious.
Oh God, yeah.
The movie is not.
So you're saying this made you rage?
It is a rage.
So you can thank George for that. Okay,
Thanks, George.
Well, here's my take on it.
All right.
First off, I want to thank George for daring us to see this movie.
Thanks, George.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Bestiality reversed. A dog that wants to have sex with ladies. This was the most rando thing I've seen in a long time. I'm not going to say ever, because I've seen a lot of rando shit in the days. Favorite line, what are you looking at? Dog's response, not much.
Wow.
That
kind of describes the movie, actually. What am I looking at right now? Not
much. The last time I saw an inanimate creature talking in a movie this bad was when John Travolta did Look Who's Talking 2, or Look Who's Talking, or Let's Look Who's Talking Now. L. Ron Hubbard would be rolling over in his grave with this film. This movie had everything a good, bad movie should have.
Yeah.
It had bestiality. It had no music. It had random edits that go nowhere. It had a talking dog that thinks it's funny, constant random costume changes to the same dress, a non-existent plot. The most importantly, did I mention it had a talking dog? I think I did.
You did.
Here are the list of awesome badness. Lightning, random use at same scene shots, no soundtrack or sound effects really at all, random edits that make no sense, a talking dog, fantastic CGI water supernatural scene a few times, sound that came
Holy crap,
and went
sound.
whenever it felt like, acting or whatever, film quality of the finest level. Was the term "get inside her heart-shaped box" by a talking dog? Was this movie a comedy? Yes. Was it a rom-com? Yes. Was it a drama? Yes. Supernatural thriller fairy tale? Yes. Softcore porn? Maybe. How about a new genre of film I've never heard of called rom-dumma super spasticity? Yes. That's what it was. Did I hate everything about this movie? Yes. But at the same time, did I also love how terrible it was? Motherfucking right I did. The first Rager Dare that's ever ended in a Mondo.
Oh my goodness.
It's on the same par as The Godfather.
It is not a Mondo. Shame on you.
No, I can't give it a Mondo. I'm completely joking. There was a lot of things I liked about this because I laughed at how bad it was. It was just...
It was, and there were some parts where I did laugh, and it's like at how bad it was.
Yeah, not at...
There were extended, painful parts though, where it's just like, oh my god, why?
Yeah,
why?
it's a move. This is the thing I'm thinking is that
How
everybody
did this see
should
the light
see this.
Day? Like, good on the director for somehow getting this out there. Because how the heck does this get out there?
I don't
Somebody
know.
grabbed onto this and ran with it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody is jumping on this bandwagon.
Like, the fact that it's actually been featured on Tubi, which, don't get me wrong, I mean, but that's kind of big in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
It probably made its money back.
Yeah.
Because it was probably $27 to make this movie. Maybe. If they already owned, let's assume they already owned an iPhone or whatever that they filmed it on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for $27
And they
bucks, they might have got a little change back. But yeah.
Anyway, thanks, George, for
George.
daring us to do that. Well, this week, Bryce, what are you picking? Rage or Dare?
I am always kind of afraid to pick Dare. I don't know why.
It worked for you last time. You got Geely.
I did. Julie was good.
It was fucking Rage, man. You're crazy. But
Nah, it wasn't good, but it wasn't as bad as everybody says. It was all right. It was meh.
I've been saving one for you that I really want you to see.
Oh, that makes me want to pluck from the bag for sure then.
The bag, okay, just so you know, the bag was the 20 worst ones. These are the backups, so keep that in consciousness.
Yeah, I'm still going to pluck from the bag.
All right, well, where is the bag? Can you
got it.
see the bag? He has the bag in his hand, I hear. I understand. And he's picking from the bag. And he's pulled the luscious.
Oh, God. Why?
You picked from the bag. You had a choice.
Could I change it?
No. What is it? Tell us all.
I have to watch. And you know what? I don't think I've seen this, actually. So
Lucky you. Maybe you'll like it, just
I'll
like
like
Gigli.
I don't think this got a theatrical release.
Maybe. But let's find out what it is.
I don't think it counts.
Yeah, it does. It counts. It's a movie.
Home Alone 3.
It did get a release.
Home Alone 3 played in a cinema
Yes, it did.
where I could go to the lobby and buy some $9 popcorn and a $6
100%.
drink.
Yep, you could.
Okay.
Now, remember the rules we changed from last week. If you cannot find this for $10 or less, you got to message me and I'll give you a new movie.
All right. But yeah, as of right now, I am watching Home Alone, not 1, with Macaulay Culkin.
Or 2.
Not 2 with Macaulay Culkin, but 3 with God knows who. I'm pretty sure by then it wasn't Macaulay Culkin. I have this picture of this kid with like a bowl cut.
Yeah, I think it was a bowl cut.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you who it is?
Yeah, tell me who the actor is. The fine young actor.
His name is Alex.
Alex.
And can I tell you his character's name is Alex.
The character's name is Alex.
Pruitt is the name of the character. Alex D. Lintz.
So he's Alex in the movie, but he's also Alex.
Yep. And he's been in some amazing... Oh, he was in Red Dragon. So there's something.
There you go.
As an adult, probably. Maybe he was murdered though.
Those probably came around about the same time, didn't they?
I don't know.
Home Alone 3 and Red Dragon?
Well, you enjoy that. I'm sure you'll enjoy every moment of it.
Can I watch
Kids.
Red Dragon instead?
No.
He's in it.
Yeah, no. Well, you can watch it after, then you'll feel better about yourself.
So I can do an Alex What's His Head double feature.
Alex D. Lintz.
I can watch the good and the bad.
And the ugly.
All right. Okay, Home Alone 3. I'm going to watch this.
Picking it up.
That is what it is. All right, sir.
All right. Well, you know what that time it means? Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the Extended Film Rage crew of Murray, who's self-distancing, Leonard Conlon, and his artistic vision via Leonard Conlon Photography, and our cartoonist, Vaughn. Listen to us on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, and Spotify. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and check out our website at filmrageyyc.com and leave us some comments, damn it. We are always wanting your feedback to make this a raging blast for all listeners. So please comment often and please make us rage. Please, please. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.